Hello and welcome to 5th week. Time goes by so fast. I'm wondering if in my current situation I took an app idea that is too big to move fast, or this is a good pace. Anyway, I need to hurry up with an app release to try and get some income, since for the last month my income was at zero, which is not ideal. Today I will continue working on the text gradient part of an application, which I spoken about at the end of the last video, so please make sure you watch previous week video as well. The way I handle text gradient in application has to get reworked, and then it will be possible to download a grid as an image. So let's get started. Today I actually managed to solve the issue I had with text gradient in downloaded images. As far as I can tell, it works as it should. I'll test it couple more times, but I think this is it. I have created a custom grid here, and if I download this image and open it, I get an image of a grid I just created. There is some kind of a border on the bottom and the right side, but I have to check that out. Before implementing authentication and payment processor, I have to implement a possibility to export a grid as a code. So anyone who wants to implement created grid on any website will be able to do so by copying and pasting the code an app will provide. I assume implementation of this feature won't be easy because I have to include every HTML element and its CSS style, but it has to be done before launch. I have implemented the biggest part of the copy and paste code feature. It is still not done. It does not look good, and there are some bugs that happened while I was testing, but the main functionality is there. I'm hoping I will be able to finish it tomorrow. This is how it works at the moment. I have this grid, I click on a get grid code button, I copy this HTML, go on this code playground for example, or anywhere else. I copy the HTML and then I copy the CSS and I save it, run it, and here I have the same grid as I do on the application. Time to continue working on that copy and paste code feature. That part should be done today, and then I will most likely start working on an authentication system. It is necessary for the payment processor, so I know to which user I have to assign paid tier of my app. I have finished with copy and paste code feature. I also started implementing authentication, and I have some progress already. I decided I don't want to implement signups via third-party applications like Google or Facebook, but rather with Magic Link, which shouldn't be hard to implement, and I won't have to go first to Google or Facebook to register my application in order to get a key from them to make a possibility on my application to sign up using Google or Facebook. Using Magic Link, only email will be required to sign up. So that is what I'm going to be working on for the rest of the day and most likely tomorrow as well. This is how copy-paste grid code currently works. I have created here custom grid with custom gradient and some random colors. And then if I click on get grid code, I get HTML and CSS, which can be pasted on any website. It will just work as it is. So I can go here, copy HTML, go on code playground like JS Fiddle, paste it here, go back, copy CSS, paste it here and run it. And then I have the exact grid as I have created on my application. So this feature currently works fine, and it's time to finish with the authentication and then finally implement a payment processor. Today I have to finish authentication system for an application with Magic Link, and I will also try to implement payment processor since those two will go together. Once the user pays for a paid tier, user will get mail with sign-in button, which will automatically log him in the application, and he will have the access to paid features he paid for. I have implemented authentication and started with implementing payment processor, which I've decided will be lemon squeezy. And to make lemon squeezy work, I have to deploy my application first. But in order to deploy an application, I have to fix all the issues which happened due to my bad when I have selected a TypeScript as a language to use throughout an app. So yeah, I have to fix all that stuff, and then I will be able to implement payment processor. This week's video is a little bit shorter, I guess. I'm still refactoring code so I can deploy an application and get it ready for payment processor. This is a great lesson for me to either not include TypeScript in tech stack for application at all or to take care of it from the beginning. Both ways are slower than to just go with JavaScript. The second lesson is to plan the application functionalities before jumping into coding. And the third lesson is to not rush deploying an application. I am rushing because I don't currently have an income, so that's catching up to me. But because of rushing, I think it is now taking more time than if I would have gone slowly and planned everything out. Anyway, please subscribe to my channel and like this video as it helps me a lot. Thank you.